Look at what a step and crying. Lionel Messi. Ankara Messi.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. The great team, the people's team, that is what Corinthians have come to be called over the years. And this, of course, is the ultimate sanctuary for those who only see black and white. So straight into the action. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, modern centre-backs are judged on their ability to defend. But this guy, Christian Romero, is a player who excels up front too. He loves every opportunity to make a forward run. And even when it comes to set pieces, he'll hang around for minutes thereafter in the hope that he might just get an opportunity. So, yes, he's a centre-back, but a very different one.
Can he finish? It's hit the upright. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
This is Scholes.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some,
is
unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Thuram. Schneider. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
That's a good run down the left. Neymar. And here's Aubameyang. That looks a decent ball. Oh, that's a fine interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Corinthians clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And this is Messi. And this is Aguero. Either side yet able to find the net. Oh, easy pickings there. Thuram. Now it's Yamal. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? He's well positioned here. Scholes. And it's Neymar. And here's Yamal. Tries to pass it through. Big chance!
Yamal.
Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Lamine Yamal deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to
Só
make
quero
those
que
runs.
você
The passers
seja
will always
feliz.
have an option with him.
Silvesh. Scholes. Romero spots it and intercepts. Messi. Bullet. Mateus conjures time and space where few can. And it's Hullet. Messi.
Vai, Messi.
Oh, such a clever touch. Nicely aimed pass. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Nossa.
Oh, crossbar! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Well, that would have gone down as a bit of a waste. You're in a great position and you end up massively frustrated.
Neymar.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He's had a shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Goal! Corinthians! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
Corinthians have taken the lead.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Mateus knocks it into space. Messi is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And once more he proves rigid and robust.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Now it's Yamal. Now it's Hullet. Tries to play it through, and he was alert to it. Baresi. Silvestre. Neymar. And Silvestre. Yamal, a player who needs no introduction. And he's had it nicked away. Mateus. Zanetti. And it's Messi. And it's Zanetti. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. That pass isn't the best. And it's half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. Down to business again.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself.
He's going for goal! And that has fizzed wide.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Ibrahimovic. Schneider. Now it's Yamal. Well, played right into his path. And Hullet! And no mistake. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say...
He's having a pop! Alessandro Del Piero, another!
Que golaço do Del Piero!
Surprise, surprise, who else? The ideal time and the ideal man to do it. This is going to liven up the second half.
A truly super goal, what a spiky hit that was.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Tries a shot!
Nossa, olha o gol que eu perdi, velho.
And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Schneider goes short. Towering header! Well taken goal. And this is getting better and better. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping...
Chance, surely! Yeah. Bullet. Oh, it's Del Piero. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Well, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
And it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Nicely shaped ball. Ended up in no man's land. Messi. This is Aguero. Nicely weighted ball. And the shot! And he's stuck it away. And they are dragging it back. Game on again.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Just one in it now.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Aims beyond the defence. Yamal. Looking to play him in, and he's picked out the run. Silvestre. Not the most convincing of passes. Here's a shot. Hits! Oh, what has happened here? Has another goal! He's got a goal! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
changes afoot here, and from both sides. So the lead now is 2.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Cross flung in towards the middle.
The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? Tries to get it clear. Just eases him off the ball. Incoming delivery. Rijkaard. Yamal. Not the most accurate pass. Raul. Pedri. And the shots! Yamal. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Goes for a shot! Vieira. Del Piero. Raul. Played to Casemiro. That has been cut short. Oh no, what has happened here? Oh, hang on. They're urging him to shoot. Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. So now the difference is 3. Yeah, it's... And it's in! Corinthians may be down, but not out just yet. Yamal. And it's Thuram. Thuram showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Schneider. Could be danger here. Thuram is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Pedri. Raul. Now it's Mackay. Ronaldinho. That looks a good ball through. Baresi. Zanetti. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, super fine. He's just the keeper. There's the shots! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Mackay has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Thuram. Silvestre promptly onto that, and that is that. Nicely intercepted. Looking for the run. Aguero.
Oh, great feat that.
He's found a way through. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And he cuts out the supply. That's that, the end. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. The end of the game. Reflections?
Well, what a difference a half can make, Peter. And the second half saw this team full of courage and energy. It's very impressive how this team turned it all around.
Well, that's it for tonight's match. So it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
mais uma. Nexus. É assim, tá bom. Nuno Mendes. Oliver Kahn, um gol. Legends, contra-ataque, Rodri. Vamos lá. Vamos para mais uma. Modifiquei o sistema de ataque.
Bienvenidos al partido de hoy.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, we're underway.
Well, for any attacker facing him, Peter, trying to force your way through Rio Ferdinand must be a daunting prospect.
Well, he is one of the great English defenders of his generation.
Quite, Peter. His playing style boasts good speed and technique, a superb reading of the game. He hardly had to tackle. That in itself can be seen as quite an achievement.
And this is Bale. Timber. Rijkaard spots it and intercepts. That's a lovely, neat pass. Yamal. Decent chance!
Testar o Oliver Kahn.
Big relief, it just needed better contact.
É um goleiro
Lamine
baixo.
Yamal probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Bellingham. Barcola. Desai.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And here's Hullet. Cannavaro cuts out the
Vasily.
pass. Bale. And it's Bellingham. Timber is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. And here's Bale. Now it's Hullet. Great defending, strong and determined. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So, we're seeing some conservatism here.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Bellingham. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Schneider plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Tonali. There he goes, motoring forward. Schneider. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, now he can run away with it. That looks a decent ball.
Ibrahimovic clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
O jogo tá muito forçado no trio.
Messi, and he shoots!
Muito forçado.
The first significant strike. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Barcelona have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't...
He's had a shot!
He's denied it.
And no mistake. They're level in a trice.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
There was no getting to them. Here's a shot!
Tá sem goleiro.
Oh, important interception. Bale is someone with real dynamite in his boots. That's really well manoeuvred. Maldini kept his eye on it, and he's there. Schneider. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Bale. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Barcola. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, good spread. And here's Bale. Good ball, good take. Yamal carries the ball down the right. He has found the way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Bale. That is good alertness. That's a look and place it forward. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Barcola. And it's Bellingham. And here's Bale. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, well played, well played. Rijkaard. Nicely aimed pass. That's Vieira. Messi.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Aimed beyond the defence. The referee says that is that for the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half.
aqui. Neymar. Tá ótimo.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 99. Bale. El dorsal 21.
Second period then underway.
El dorsal 20.
Koundé kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Luis Suarez, and that is a little undercooked. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And it's Aguero. Short changes him with that pass. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, this looks sharp. Vieira. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's looking wide. Nicely weighted ball. It's played through for him. Good read, needed to be. Bellingham.
Barcelona really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Luis Suarez. And a chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Now, what about a counter-attack? It's a good run he's making out on the left. Knocks it into space. Spread neatly. And he's managed to get free. That'll be a corner. First corner.
Será sustituido por el dorsal 18.
Del Piero goes short. A header! It's it! And the comeback is complete. It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop? And Messi! And there's a goal!
Então, jovem, não porque eu já peguei aquele Messi do pet antigo, tá de boa, é mais pra testar mesmo.
We've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Quite a game this, all square again.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now it's Luis Suarez, and there's green grass ahead of him. Here comes the corner. And he gets rid in a hurry. And now they can spring out of defence. Cannavaro cuts it out. Now it's Aguero. Look at the space here. Goes for a shot! Goal! Barcelona!
Olha que eu tomei, velho.
They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Marcó en el minuto
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Barcelona with the lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Yamal. And he's quick to snatch it back. Nice bit of trickery. Flashes it across.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Luis Suarez! And that's a tiny finish. A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control.
Messi really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
Neymar entrou agora. Steven Gerrard. Não deu certo.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. Será reemplazado por...
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. That's a little off target.
Olha o passe, cara.
Now it's Messi. That has ended up in no man's land. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Messi. He's found a way through. Tries a shot. It's fallen kindly here. Neymar. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. And the finish! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Messi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 2 then. Thuram attempts a clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Caraca, bicho, tô jogando.
Messi showing good feet. Now that's a fine challenge. Del Piero. 4 extra minutes added on. Gerrard. Plenty shapes to shoot. And that's a good finish. Deep, deep into injury time. That was easy. Almost too easy.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
And a really good game is threatening to break out here. And time is up. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost the game. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Teu, zoar o quê? Pelo amor de Deus, ninguém tá falando de zoar não, velho. É reagir, reagir à foto, zoar. Ah, pelo amor de Deus, né, velho? É...
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So off we go then. Well, there is the steely focus of the man many would readily vote as the world's greatest. It was January 2018 that Virgil van Dijk first wore the famous red shirt. So I wonder, Jim, does he still rank as number one?
I would say so, Peter. In fact, the title-winning season of 2024-2025 was statistically one of his better seasons, having been one of the...
Getting up there! Nearly, but not quite.
Vieira is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Zanetti. Cruyff scooting forward. It's Ronaldinho! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Ronaldinho actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Aguero. Now it's Gerrard. Aguero. That's very neat. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Zanetti pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Yamal. A lot of space ahead of him. Header! It's there! And there is your opener. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So, a breakthrough already. Well read, nice interception. Ronaldinho. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He's on it, can he get away?
Messi really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Messi looking for the run, and he cuts out the supply. And here's Cruyff. Gerrard.
Don't buy.
The two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point, and the score is 1-0. Thuram is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Threads one in. Oh, nice touch. Stood up well to him there. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He's beaten the last man. Well, we expected better, and so did he. There's a sharp little ball here. And the ball is out of play. Maldini. And it's Ronaldinho. And here's Cruyff. Cruyff will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Gerrard! Too close for comfort. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Short changes him with that pass. Gerrard, with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Now it's Yamal. Now that's well seen too. Zanetti. Desai. Ronaldinho. And they're quick to get it back. Gerrard. Well, that looks a decent ball. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Just eases him off the ball. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Ronaldinho. Distributed tidily. Aims beyond the defence.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
And he is dashing away. Big chance! One-on-one! Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, well played, well played. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now it's Messi. And the referee has blown for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. How to look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another, and we know it's an awful long way back.
So it has been pretty frantic here. Everybody eagerly awaiting the start of the second half.
Ai, ai. Ai, minhas tetas, como é que
So let's get the ball rolling.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
It is a corner, good chance. Schneider goes short. It's Schneider! He's got a goal!
He's not either.
And this is getting better and better. Truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Picked out brilliantly. It's a goal kick. Schneider does well to get it back. He's got away. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Ronaldinho. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Gerrard. It's a good run down the right. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And that's going to be a booking. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this.
He's not there.
A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something...
Ronaldinho! Oh, it's come off the upright. It's in! Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? He's shifting through the gears here. Shapes to shoot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are disappearing out of sight. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, having the thrust to get there is one thing. Having the composure to score is another.
So now the difference is 3. Varane did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Tries to play it through. The net. Oh, good effort! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
So we have movement on both benches. Maldini pops him off it and wins back the ball. Vieira.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Can he get it through? Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. There's the shot! And he shoots! Keeper's got his work done.
Del Piero really reacted very quickly there, but couldn't quite find the finish he needed. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
They've played it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Referee's given a throw. Half an hour gone in the second half. And it's Ronaldinho. Passes short and sharp. Xavi. And here's the chance to counter. And here's Cantona. And he's managed to get free. Xavi gets into a good position. He's picked his way through. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Aguero. Pull it. And that interception was most necessary. Vieira. This is a promising build-up. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Palmeiras clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, that's fabulous. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Rijkaard has been caught there, it's a foul. Del Piero. He has found the way through. Oh, that's a foul and the whistle's gone. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all round.
Ronaldinho looking to play it into the box. Great chance! Aguero. Great vision. Now it's Messi. Varane gets across to intercept that. Rijkaard. And here's Yamal. Spread to the right. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Cantona. Aguero is the guilty party there. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
Esse cara é um gênio. Sim. Tem algumas cartas antigas aí, ó, que, cara, até hoje tá no meta.
Yamal, a player who needs no introduction. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now, can they get him away? That's a nicely shaped ball. And Messi! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, what has happened here? That pass isn't the best. Now it's Cantona. And we're done. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate